Give us our content or else. Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. Or, excellent. Alright, you Windows 10 users, this for you again. It says Windows 10 support is ending sooner than you think. So now the time to upgrade. See, I told you guys when it comes to Windows, you need to have two computers. One running Windows 10 and one running Windows 11. Did you listen? Okay. Listen to this. It says here, with just 1 year until Microsoft pulled the plug on Windows 10, it's time for gamers to begin thinking about moving over to Windows 11. And this from PC Games In. It says here, it's safe to say that Windows 11 didn't exactly launch with fanfare to an audience of happy gamers. If you're looking for best gaming PC, you're going to want the best performance, and Microsoft didn't offer that. Windows 11 shipped with this divisive design changes, installation horror stories, reduced stability, and new hardware requirements that made recent hardware obsolete. Microsoft's battle for hearts and minds among gamers has been slow as a result. And it says, if you're running Windows 10, don't panic, as you can safely continue using it for now. However, once the clock strikes midnight on October 14, 2025, Windows 10 will reach end of life status. After that date, it won't receive any new security update or features, and technical support will no longer be available. Then it says that doesn't mean you have to stop using it immediately, but it will put your gaming PC at risk. If you do so, as I reported last month, Windows 11 Steam adoption is now high enough to beat Windows 10. So it looks like the gaming community is already jumping ship to avoid the cutoff date. Then it says there's a problem though. Not every gaming PC is top spec, running with an NVIDIA RTX 4090 or an AMD Ryzen 9000 series CPU. There are plenty of gaming PC out there that are a few years old, happily running Windows 10 and on older hardware that lacks the TPM 2.0 security chip that Windows 11 require. For these systems, there's no official upgrade path available without replacing the hardware or using sketchy means to force Windows 11 to install. Unfortunately, the argument against upgrading becomes weaker as we begin to approach the cutoff date next October, while the battle to convince Microsoft to bring official Windows 11 support to older but still perfectly working hardware has already been lost. Unless you plan on switching to a Linux-friendly platform like the Steam Deck for gaming, Windows 11 is going to be the only show left in town. And then it says, you still got a year to plan ahead. But if you can't upgrade to Windows 11, you might have to start planning for a new PC purchase. Thankfully, our best budget gaming PC shortlist lists some great options like the Acer Predator Orion 5000 that will happily run Windows 11 if you don't want to spend several $1000s on a brand new build. And that is that. Okay. Alright, so when Windows 11 came up, you needed that TPM support to run Windows in the very beginning. And that's what Microsoft was requiring because of security concerns. You know, so like I've always tell you the viewers, when it comes to Windows, you need two PCs, one running Windows 10, one running Windows 11. Matter of fact, when Windows 11 came out, Microsoft was giving Windows 11 for free. They were giving it away for free, you know, at the time. But now that have changed. So if you are a gamer, a hardcore gamer, then you might want to upgrade to Windows 11 now before October. What's that? October 14th. What's that? October 14th, 2025. You know, that's the end of the line support for Windows 10. Time to move on to Windows 11. And when they do that, that means there's another operating system on the way in. So yeah, so you want to make the changes now. So, but when Microsoft released Windows 11, they were telling people to upgrade. For security concerns. You could still use your Windows 11, Windows 10, but you needed another desktop. Just to keep Windows. Just to keep up to date with Windows 11 and what's going on. So, yeah, if you did that then you're in good standings. But if not, now you're gonna have to start making changes. Because the way the time is moving nowadays, man. The time moves fast, man. Moves fast. They say when you get up in age, time moves quick. It does. So yeah, Microsoft is coming out with something new down the line in the years to come. So now is the time to jump on Windows 11. And if you can't get Windows 11, then you might have to go the Linux route and get you a Steam Deck. That's where the Steam Deck comes into play. So you can continue your gaming. That way you have both Windows 10 and 11. I mean Windows 10, and you're probably using Linux, probably Ubuntu or who else? Debian, one of those operating systems from Linux. To play your game. So yeah, and keep in mind that the Steam Deck 2 is coming sometime soon. We don't know when, but yeah. But that's the other route you can take though. So. These operating systems, they get old, the features get old, and it's time to upgrade. If you've been into PCs since the 286, 486, Pentium 1, 2, and 3, 4, yeah, and then after the Pentium 4, they split the CPUs into cores where they had the dual pipelining and all that. If you've been keeping up with all that, then when it comes to Windows or any new operating system, that you got to have one or two PCs, one running the older version of an operating system and one running a newer version. So that way you can keep up with the times. Because information to be moving like the ocean, or better yet, computer information moves like Niagara Falls. So yeah, so. You got to keep up, man. So if you've been doing that from that time, man, then you're in good stand. You're good. But if not, for the newer users, you got to have two computers in your home or apartment. One running Windows 10, the other running Windows 11. So that way you're up to line. That way you're up to date. If you're a Linux user, you got to have at least 2 or 3, depending on the distro that you're using. Let's say Ubuntu, you probably have one running Ubuntu 20.4. You probably have another one running or 22.4, or you probably have one running 24.4. So yeah, that's how it goes in the operating system market, man. You got to have at least 2 or 3 computers to stay up to date. Sitting on one computer inside your home or apartment is suicide. It's straight suicide. You have to have 2 or 3 computers in your home because things happen. Things happen. And new information are always out. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this video for y'all to enjoy though. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars, Star Trek thing, or Dark Side. Go. Peace.